Hello everyone, my name is The Clever Fool. Today I'll be playing Three Kingdoms, Cao Cao's Ambition, this time as the purple faction, Rong. I will say in the previous 3 recordings I have been mispronouncing some of the names. I will try to correct myself for these future videos. Hopefully people don't hold it against me when I play these levels and mispronounce names. For example, playing like Sunyata's missions. I hope I didn't pronounce any African names wrong. I hope I didn't pronounce any European names. A lot of the Norse names, especially in the Viking levels, I can't even begin trying to pronounce. But I will try harder to pronounce them correctly. I feel like in all the other videos so far, I've given it the old college try. So since I'm making 7 episodes with the same characters, I felt like I should, at least now that we've reached basically the halfway mark, to actually begin pronouncing them correctly. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to skip the intro as always. If you want to see the intro, go and see the first episode with the General Cao Cao. So yeah, we'll skip this intro stuff as well here. This is Lü Bu, not Lu Bu. The pronunciations, like the phonetic symbols, are not there, I think, because of limitations of the game. But from searching online, this guy's pronunciation is Lü Bu. And I think this one is Dong Zhuo. Not the way that I've been saying it with like a higher inflection. It's got like a lower inflection. So it's Dong Zhuo's death at Lü Bu's hand has thrown China into chaos. 6 warlords fight for dominance. Which one will prevail? Like I mentioned, we'll be playing Rong. And this one is Yuan Shao. In Yuan Shao's episode, I was pronouncing it like Yuan Shao or Yuan Shao, which are both incorrect. Yuan Shao has more of a Chinese accent into it, but it's still not the same. It's Yuan Shao. That's the correct pronunciation that I found on Wikipedia. So sorry, previous video. Sorry to any Chinese people that that have gotten their pitchforks out for me not understanding like their historical period properly, even though myself I'm ethnically Chinese. I do apologize. Hopefully I got the pronunciations right. This is Cao Cao. I do now, as a Chinese guy, even as a kid, I do know about Cao Cao. I did learn about some of his exploits and stratagems. This is, oh gosh, this one's hard. I think it's Liu Biao or Liu Biao. Something like that. It's not. This one was hard for me to say. I think Liu Biao is okay. I don't really know of too many other Chinese words that would be spelled with this particular English like pinyin, but I think that's correct. Again, correct me if any of these are wrong. And this is Yuan Shu. So Yuan Shu and Yuan Shao are Yuan Shao. Sorry, I almost screwed that up again. Are brothers, I believe. Okay, so anyway, we're going to be playing as Rong. Rong, the shrewd merchant prince, he seeks to accumulate enough gold from trade to bribe the Han court to do his bidding. If nothing else, he can always afford an army. The greedy Rong is hated by Cao Cao and beloved by Yuan Shao. His warriors fight in a central style, giving him access to Chukonu archers and flamethrowers. Okay, so we'll get started with Rong.
什么？奉公。正确遵命。准备就绪。喂，何遵命。好，正确遵命。
So we'll get started here. Our primary objective as this faction is to gather 7,000 gold from trade. So we need to do that before betraying everyone. So we need to get our trade online as soon as we can, ideally. I know that Yuan Shu has a dock, but what I don't remember is who hates me and who loves me. So I gotta be careful. And obviously, who hates me and who loves me just determines whether or not they will betray me. So I'm playing as Rong. The merchant prince trade units are cheaper. Gold is generated more quickly. That's good. I hate this. This is irrelevant because I'm playing as them. I'm hated by Cao Cao. Okay, and I'm beloved by Yuan Shao. Okay, so I'm loved by red and hated by gray here. And we start on a peninsula, which is actually relatively easy to defend, but we'll need to be able to push out later on as well. I believe there's a monk around here that we can pick up for free, so we'll go ahead and try to do that. We're super low on wood, but fortunately for us, we have access to a lot of fish on the water. Okay, and since we can produce Chukonu and flamethrowers, I will be putting most of my focus on wood and gold, because most of my units, the flamethrowers, the Chukonu, and the flamethrowers, I believe they're all wood and gold units. I should have been producing villagers. Got ourselves a monk, which is cool. The monk will be able to help us pick up relics relatively early. We can start actually trying to pick them up and bringing them to our base. I do know that there is a relic over here somewhere. And we'll actually follow a bit of a different pattern with our build order this time. We'll have most of our villagers on wood and keep most of our economy on the water here. Treasure ships did not return. This is an objective that will net us 500 gold if we can find the treasure ships. Now, the treasure ships are always at the same place on the map, so we already know where they are. They're close to Yuan Shu's base. So we need to accumulate gold from trade, which means that we should start our trade routes a little bit early. I'm in the feudal age. I know that there is a yellow dock somewhere. Hopefully yellow will not betray us right away. So what will make this level somewhat more difficult is that we need 7,000 gold from warlords, which means we do need to keep at least a dock alive at some point. I need to find one. I know there is a cog that exists somewhere out here, or a dock that exists from yellow. I know for a fact because I've played as yellow. Let's pick up our herdables for now. And I'm gonna have my cog search for Yellow's
准备
dock.
就绪，伐木工。
何种命令？什么？好，正确。遵行。
何种命令？好。建筑工。为行。好。正确。遵命。正确。遵命。好。农夫。农夫。
Okay, so some of these are actually farms that we get, and not just farms for decoration. That's useful to know. I also know that there is an island in this area. There's the dock. We can start trading. Our trade carts are fortunately cheaper. I don't know of anyone else's markets, and we're going to be betrayed by Cao Cao soon anyhow. So I actually don't know which... I'm not going to train these trade carts right away, actually, because I don't know where I want to send my market to. Or where I would send them to, rather. I do know that we will need to expand outwards eventually. We just simply lack the resources on this little peninsula to stay here forever. We're housed, unfortunate. And there's an entire island over here as well. Let's go to the Castle Age. And there's the ping about the rhinoceros. There is a rhinoceros over there, actually. And I'm going to take this opportunity to advance to the Castle Age. Keep producing cogs. And with my transport ship, I'm going to take some villagers over at some point, too. Let's pick up stone mining. How much does these cards bring back for me? 41? That's pretty good.
什么？
Let's mine up the gold. Cao Cao says, I am weary of your incessant criticism, Kongrong. Do you not see I bring progress to China? Surrender your armies or I'll end your line before your sons have even left their nest. Damn, dude, that's kind of harsh, don't you think? Okay, so caravan will be one of our priorities for now. We still do need food. And let's pause real quick to check out the alliances that are being made now. So green and yellow have joined against teal. That's to be expected. And gray, who is enemies with us now, is with yellow against red. So obviously it's going to be in my best interests to fight against gray here.
准备就绪。建筑工，
何种命令？好，伐木工。喂，
何主命
准备
令？
就绪，正确。建筑工。
为何准命令？准备就绪，正确。好，建筑工，
Okay, we're generating trade units. We've got lots of stone.
什么矿工？为矿工。行，遵命。
I'm gonna have these guys mine this stone over here as well.
喂，行，好，正确，遵命。行，
And build up a castle here. This has been historically a very good place to build a castle.
建筑工，何主命令？建筑工。
Let's grab guild nets. We've accumulated 608 gold. More cogs are in order, I believe. We still haven't done Bosaw yet, so we should fix that as well.
正确，遵命。
We have tons of gold. Our scout, our scout just got murked by a bunch of villagers.
命令，什么正确？
That is unfortunate.
准备遵命，遵命行，正确。遵命。矿工。何主命令？
We'll have that villager build a TC on this island. We're out of housing as well.
准备就绪，正确。建筑工。什么行？
Okay, let's fix that. Build
遵命
a
行。
TC. Where can I build a TC? Can I seriously not build one anywhere here? Is it too? Is the land too lumpy?
好，遵命，正确。行，遵命。
Okay, that stinks.
什么？修理工。何种建粮草征收人？
Let's pick up the caravan. Let's get more cogs out.
为
Think about Bosaw.
正确，遵命。
Don't know what those noises are getting found. Goat found? Where do we find the goats?
何主命令？建筑工，准备就绪。
Okay, let's build the second TC. Let's grab Bosaw.
何主命
Pick up
令？
fleshing.
建筑工。
And most of our units right now are eco units, so I actually think I can kind of slow it down in terms of producing. Our economy is pretty strong now. And I believe I'll betray Yellow last because he's my trade partner for now. We don't particularly have any affection for each other, but it seems like we don't hate each other either. Instead, I'm going to go after Cao Cao first.
正确。准备就绪，行。
为什么行？正确。
Let's build a castle up here at our own base so that we don't
建
get
筑工，
locked
准备
in,
就绪。
and pick up some mining techs as well. Once again, our main army comp are going to be Chukonu, and I'll try the flamethrowers out as well. And we'll be playing this a little bit slowly to get our proper development going.
为行。 建筑工，
There's a shipwreck over here, actually.
得主命令，
My brother always said he liked you, Konro, but I am not my brother. I am the Emperor of Zhong. Okay, and you will now bow before your Emperor. Well, that stinks. Yellow is my ally here. I'd hate to have to take him out.
为遵命，正确。
That's gonna make things somewhat tricky. I guess what we can do is we can try to knock him out early. I just realized I don't have any military buildings either. So let's fix that real quick.
建筑工，建筑工，建筑工，建筑工，
And we've got red forming an alliance with teal against green and gray, so that's good. So red and teal are my allies here. That's the only difference, it seems.
准备就绪，得主命令，
Delete this dock so that we can start getting more gold from here.
建筑工，
什么好？行。
Grab stone shaft mining. And keep our fishing eco going here. We have so much gold. It's actually insane how much gold we have. I guess we can just buy some food and go to the next age. So I need most here is actually not gold, but rather food. Lubu has a castle.
为什么遵命？
Still not a huge problem.
建筑工，建筑工，建筑工，
Let's get some siege workshops for those flamethrowers. Pick up Thumb Ring, start producing Chukonu.
准备就绪，
And we need a university too. Let's get that university up.
建筑工，
什么？行，好，遵命。
Grab Bodcanero.
得主命令，遵命。
We're swimming in gold. I wonder if market prices kind of settle down. Market prices don't look like they really settle down.
为
We've got flamethrowers, anti-infantry siege weapon that spews a highly flammable mixture of compounds. Sure. Let's build some flamethrowers.
得主命
I don't think they're a very viable unit. But why not? They're fun, right? Let's build another castle here. This is near Cao Cao's base.
准备就绪，遵命，好，行，建筑工，
There's barbarians here. Okay. Let's pick up Bracer. And Murder Host 2 at some point.
为正确，建筑工，
准备就绪。什么？
准备就绪，矿工，得主命令，什么？
准备就绪。
I guess now's our chance to demonstrate the flamethrowers.
为准备就绪，什么？
Our economy is all sorts of imbalanced, unfortunately.
得主命令，
We have tons of gold, but we don't really have too much to spend it on. These flamethrowers are actually doing decent work against
什么？
against the pikemen. I think these are the original flamethrowers.
作战为行。建筑工。什么建筑工？
Okay, Matang in the west has come to help us. Good. I would like more
猎
food.
人。
And even though we're enemies with Rinchu, it doesn't seem like he has any problem trading with us. Almost like a real Chinese.
准备就绪。何种命令？行，遵命。好。
Let's keep moving forward here. Pick up ballistics. We can do chemistry later once we can afford it. And we won't have too much need for food soon, actually.
遵命。是。行。好。何种遵命？
Our first target here should be Cao Cao. And after that, we can turn around and kill Yellow, I suppose.
什么？好。行。好。行。遵命。遵命。 何种命令？遵命。好。
We've almost reached our trade goal. Let's pick up conscription.
什么攻击？遵命。是。
And we can do chemistry after conscription. It's too little too late on the water, my friend. We are going to hit our goal off of your dock, whether you like it or not.
准备就绪。
Let's pick up chemistry, then masonry.
何种命令？行。攻击。神马作战。
Cao Cao's doing a little bit of a breakdance over there, not sure what he's on about. Look at him go. He's actually dodging like a maniac, holy crap. It's taking like a million arrows to kill him. The White Horse General has appeared in the north, that's good.
遵命。遵命。
We can go pick him up later. I guess flamethrowers are pretty neat.
何种命令？作战攻。
They unfortunately are pretty much just melee units by the looks of it. We've achieved our trade goal, so that's not so bad. Let's pick up rocketry now. Get more Chuko Nu out in the field. I'm not super impressed by the flamethrowers. They're really good at killing pikes. But the thing about it is that we're running Chuko Nu anyway, so Chuko Nu already also shred pikes. If we were running Kesheks or something, flamethrowers would be much more useful because they could counter the halberdiers very easily. But as it is now, I'm just not super impressed. Okay, the next thing that we'll save for with our food is Elite Chuko Nu.
神马行。遵命。
And that'll be the extent of it, truthfully.
准备就绪。
Cao Cao's not even in Imperial Age yet. I thought he was supposed to be one of the stronger ones. In these levels so far, Cao Cao has been really slow to the Imperial Age.
什么？喂，何种命令？准备就绪。喂，正遵命。何种命令？
I think these guys are mining stone. Let's castle drop.
什么命令？何种命令？准备就绪。什么命令？作战。何种命令？好，作战进攻。
Cao Cao will be out soon. And I think we can actually try killing off green early here.
准备就绪。什么？遵命。
I would like more stone.
建筑工。
And I might consider forwarding
正确。
Lu Bu here. Actually, I will forward him. I'm going to build one right, a castle right there. And continue crushing Cao Cao. I thought he was supposed to be one of the stronger ones. So I was kind of afraid because Kong Rong was supposed to be one of the weaker ones by my estimation, but I guess I was wrong.
何种命令？
准备就绪。遵命。行。正确。命。行。建筑工。
Okay,
so Cao Cao is gone. Now we can start turning on the other units or other players.
准备就绪。停。好。遵命。遵命。什么遵命？
And what I might opt to do here is I might opt to kill green next. Teal does not seem to actively go after relics, and red is not going to betray me, so we should be okay. I feel like leaving red to the very end would be fine in this scenario. The barbs are going after me still for some reason.
什么？准备就绪。猎人。
猎人. Do we ever get the last wood upgrade? I guess that answers my question.
喂，建筑工。
Let's turn on green here. Up architecture so that our castles can stand longer. And now our Chukonu are just going to be monstrosities to deal with. The thing about Chukonu is because they fire multiple arrows, even conventional counters to archers such as rams are not so good. Rams counter archers by absorbing a lot of their arrow fire from the auto attacks. So you see how like they're taking, even for Chukonu, they're taking a relatively high number of shots, right? So the idea is that you have archers behind your own rams, and the enemy archers will target the rams instead. And that actually allows you to win archer fights, even if you have fewer archers. Now, fortunately, rams are not the only answer to archers. There's a lot of other answers, such as skirmishers, which are not great in multiplayer games, but also other siege, such as mangonels, onagers. Even bombard cannons can be okay against archers. Yellow hasn't started his wonder yet here either. Let's get these villas to build castle like right there.
准备就绪。喂，猎人。
There's always one villager that just seems to be somewhat behind the program. And there's Lu Bu himself. Time to get out, my guy. Your time in the sun is over.
准备就绪，攻击，何主命令，进攻，准备就绪，何主命令，作战，什么？攻击，好，行，进攻。
And no faction seems to have a very strong naval presence. I think Rong is actually the only AI faction that does much on the water at all. I remember having to fend off a few Galleons from him.
什么？作战，何主遵命，遵命，是。什么？遵命，攻势。
Let's kill off these cavalry archers. Grab a couple hero units.
什么？
Pick up the armor techs.
准备就绪，遵命。 建筑工，
Whoa, let's not walk under castles here. Come on.
准备就绪，行。何主命令，好，行。
I gotta say, Chukunu are one of the stronger Chinese or stronger unique units in the game. The issue is that sometimes you don't reach the ability to mass them, but in single player campaigns, it's honestly not super hard to protect your castles, so long as the stone available on the map is relatively high. And this map has plenty of stone. Destroying TCs will wipe all the villagers from that particular faction. It's an easy way to put a stop to their economy.
准备就作战。
These are Lu Bu's last few.
喂，什么？
Where's the stone pile that I just saw? Oh, where is it? I literally just saw it. Come on.
正确。
Nah, it's gone. Over here.
什么？遵命，是。
What was I about to say? I forgot. Sorry. It slipped my
准备
mind.
就绪，为建筑工，
何主命令，攻击，
Yellow's begun construction of his palace,
准备作战。
but he will not be able to finish it. That's for sure. That's green finished off. They're actually sending villagers at my trebs.
好，是。
That's new. And Teal might actually be able to help me out here. So let's actually retreat these
准
trebs.
备什么？准备就绪。遵命，
We're gonna lose a few of these, which is inconvenient to say the least.
何种命令？
Should have protected them better.
遵命，攻击，
But a good number of them will survive. They can always trade more. Like, we're good in terms of resources now.
为正确，
These villas are done chopping wood. Let's move them over here to chop this wood.
什么？进攻，行，是。遵命，作战。 何种命令？
Oh, man. These trebs. No! They're replaceable. Not to worry.
什么？行，好，遵命，遵命。
So we still have yellow, red, and teal as enemy
准备就
factions.
遵命。好，
Green is defeated technically, so I don't have to worry about him any longer.
什么？遵命，遵命，遵命，停！好，遵命。
And Yellow usually likes to place his wonder down south here.
何种命？好，什么？被就绪。何种命令？好，攻击。停，进攻，遵命。好，遵命，作战。准备就绪，什么？是，
准备就绪，
准备就绪，什么？好。 准备就绪，遵命，攻击。何种命令？停，作战是什么？遵命，停。何种命令？攻击。停，遵命。进攻。什么？停。好，是。
准备就绪，什么？行。建筑工。
何种命令？放工，建筑工。
准备就绪。
Teal has 2 relics now. And I don't know what the progress is on defeating Orange. I don't know if Red actually actively tries to defeat Orange. Like, he's got forces here, but they're not doing much.
什么？停，遵命。何种命令？好，停，攻击，作战，进攻，遵命。好，停。作战。
I'm actually going to go ahead and betray Teal now. That castle should do reasonable work for us. We're going to get teamed on anyway as soon as we reduce the number of factions to 2. That's why I wanted to betray Teal early so that I could cull their numbers a little bit. This castle may or may not stay up. This is a lot of enemies.
准备就绪，伐木工。修理工。
准备就绪。
喂，正确。修理工。修理工。
I think the castle will be able to clean these up. Which is kind of funny. Teal had a big army, but it seems like they weren't smart enough to produce any siege weapons. I think having 2 castles would have made it much safer. Do I have any extra Chukonu lying around? Yes, we do. Let's send the Chukonu to the south. And we can actually begin marching these guys towards Teal. I think this castle might actually go down. Our villagers got ejected. There's a lot of enemies. But our units are on the way. We can just drop another castle here. Fortunately, the AI doesn't even seem to be smart enough to go after the repairers. The repair women. Red has turned against us. Sorry to hear that, sir. We have some of our archers to bail us out now. Yeah, this castle's not going down. We have so much gold too. I can just buy whatever I want. Just buy some extra stone. So while they're distracting on the left, we can finish on the right.
何种命令？什么？停！停！何种命令？遵命！停！
喂，什么？何准命令？
Is there a better tree line to chop anywhere? I guess there really isn't. We could chop over in Cao Cao's old base, I guess.
建筑
There we go. Castle's still just getting steadily repaired.
何种命令？建筑工，建筑工，
Did the last 2 melee upgrades for our cavalry, our heroes. This castle's done so much work for us, man. So much work. And it's gonna get to retire too. Monks frozen in fear. Speaking of monks though, I guess we might as well pick up faith.
就绪，遵命。准备就绪，停好。停好，停好。
准备就绪。
Don't need these ships anymore. Oh, Red actually has Galians. He doesn't have very many of them, but he does have them.
什么？遵命，遵命。停好。何种命令？遵命。停，遵命。什么？准备就绪，遵命。停，遵命。停，作战。什么？遵命，准备就绪。何种命令？是。
准备就绪，矿工，
喂，
We're losing wood choppers,
准备就绪，遵命。
but the game is more or less over. I don't even mind losing economy at this point.
什么？停。何种命令？作战。什么命？
Red's cavalry does have a lot of attack because they have an attack bonus. That's something that I should be wary of. They still haven't conquered Orange yet, so you see why I'm not worried about them achieving their final objective. It just doesn't seem to be a thing.
什么？遵命。进攻。何种制敌？ 准备就绪，作战。什么？何种命？遵命。什么？停，遵命。
We've actually lost a lot of units here. We're starting to lose steam against Teal. I guess I have been a little bit careless.
准备就绪，遵命。
But now we can begin our offensive against Red.
准备就绪。
何种命令？遵命。
何种命令？
准备就绪，建筑工。
什么？停好。准备就绪。停命。何种命令？遵命。准备就绪。遵命。
More room for military.
什么？停。遵命。何种命令？准备就绪。什么？遵命。准备就绪。何种命令？中进制。什么？遵命。遵命。 准备就绪。什么？何种命令？作战攻。什么？何种命令？
Teal's monks didn't stand a chance.
准 备就绪，遵命。什么？请何种遵命？准备就绪。什么？好。
Okay, so red
遵命。
is in the north here.
遵命。行。
How's their base doing? They look like they're. Oh, there's a lot of enemies here.
准备就绪。好。攻击。行。好。行。
Okay, so they have a lot of units. This is going to be troublesome. But now we can at last rotate the brunt of our force up north. So let's go up north now.
什么？喂，何种命令？行，建筑工。
And we never actually sent units out to the west or the north to pick up our allies.
准备就绪。行。何种命令？
The extra cavalry is just deleting our Chukonu, man. It's pretty brutal. I thought Red was supposed to clear the barbarians. It looks like they're working together. Something smells wrong here. 7 plus 9. Yeah, those light caps have so much attack. Yeah, these Keshiks are monsters. They're really, really hard to deal with. They're extremely powerful in large numbers. So red is definitely not an enemy that you want to leave to the late game if you can avoid it. They're just deleting my Chukonu. Especially when they mix in light cavalry, which have decent stats, but with such high attack, they become like glass cannons. Now, fortunately, for some reason, it looks like he didn't upgrade the cavalry archers to heavy cavalry archers. Don't ask me why he failed to do that, but I ain't complaining. It makes clearing up this army much easier.
作战，行。何种命令？准备就绪。什么命是？何种命令？作战。什么？行。准备就绪，遵命。进攻。什么？攻击。准备就绪。 准备就绪，行命何种命令？行。
What we need to make sure now is that they don't amass another big squad of Keshiks again.
喂，何种命令？何种命令？什么？行。准备就绪，什么？行命，行。准备就什么？准备就命。
Those Keshiks are a major pain if they mess up. I think dealing with that wave kind of dealt with the mass of them though. So we should target down their stables where we can. Like, helms don't bother me at all because they don't really have much of a bonus. It's the stables that are really going to get me and make the difference here. Yep, looks like these guys have been reduced to a trickle of units. Keep those Chukonu flowing. CC's down. Cool. And Yuan Shao should be finished very soon. There's his character. Let's finish him off. Would have made a powerful ally. I think the plus cavalry attack is one of the best bonuses out of the factions. So this guy will be dangerous. I think when I go play as the turbans, I might try to take this guy out early. He's the only one that's been able to give me consistent trouble when I'm attacking. He's still not giving up for some reason. Most of his base has been gutted, I think. All his villages are gone. He must have another stable back here. All my archers just missed. Did you see that? The halberdier. Yeah, there's the last stable. Let's break it and be done with this. Can you imagine Chukonu with obsidian arrows? That'd be crazy. There we go. Game over. So, as of now, we've beaten this scenario as Cao Cao, we've beaten it as Yuan Shao, Yuan Shu, and now we've done Kong Rong. So what we have remaining is Lü Bu and Liu Biao and the the yellow turbans. I think I'm going to save the turbans for last. That one seems to be the most fun one, so I think I will save that one for last. These next two will probably be on the easier side. I think Teal and Green were both like some of the stronger factions, so they'll probably be easier. And I'll do the hard one at the very end. Anyway, my name's been The Clever Fool. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.